Guess who's back? Back again. Mikey's back. Tell a friend. Hey everybody, here with another video for you guys today. And today we're going to be getting into my brand new podcast that I am setting up on my channel, known as Brack Chat Podcast. I know that's kind of a mouthful, but bear with me. I thought it's a little bit different, a little bit unique, which is kind of what I was going for there. Let me just say, if you like this video or any other videos on my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. You know, all that good stuff. Hit the bell notification. And we'll be getting into the topic of today's podcast here after my short intro coming in right now. So, this is the inaugural, very first episode of Brack Chat Podcast. And I thought it is appropriate for me to address what brought this podcast on. Let me just start by saying that I had already kind of planned on doing something along these lines before the whole COPPA YouTube controversy came into being. But I will say that has really pushed this forward for me, that this is something I definitely am having to do and will be doing. It is a necessity for the future of Mikey J Productions. And in case you've been living on a rock or you don't know what COPPA is, it stands for Child Online Privacy Protection Act, which is a government law that was put in place back in the 90s, and YouTube just got found guilty of breaking that law, and they got fined by the government $170 million. Now, as a part of that, they have in turn they have washed all blame from themselves after paying the fine, and now they have passed the blame on to the actual content creators. And which basically what they are doing is those personalized ads that you see before, any of my videos or any other videos. If you go and you look up a football on Amazon, you're thinking about buying a football, we'll say. Well, now, everywhere you're searching on the internet, you're going to see, pictures of footballs saying, hey, buy me, buy me, buy me. Well, YouTube was doing that, but even taking a step further with the actual ads you see before the videos. But it is illegal to get that kind of information on children. So YouTube is the one that actually broke the law, not the content creators, but yet us content creators are the ones that are going to have to, pay for it, minus the $170 million that Google already paid for being found guilty. But they have deemed that if you make a video that is meant for children, then you are liable to pay a $42,000 fine that the federal government could inflict on you. And one of the categories of whether your videos are intended for children is whether they include toys. And obviously Lego is a toy, so therefore all of us Lego YouTubers are kind of scrambling and freaking out, whether you're a smaller channel like mine, or even all the way to the top like Jang Bricks or Beyond the Brick and Brick Vault and Just Too Good. We're all kind of scrambling, trying to figure out what we're going to do here. It's very serious repercussions on us all as content creators. And that's why, if you watched my last video, I put the Friday the 13th the game stuff in there to try to prove that my video was more intended for an older audience. But after doing some more research and thinking about it, that's not going to matter. And I'm not going to be doing that going forward. So and I might end up deleting that video as time progresses. We'll see, because I don't know if I can mark it as a kid's video or as an adult video. It's kind of a gray area there, because again, that's what we have to do now, is we have to either decide as soon as we upload a video whether it's intended for kids or for adults. And if you say it's intended for adults but it features a bunch of content that is geared more towards children, like Lego is, then you could be fined and found guilty. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place there. So that's kind of the overview, history, and what's going on there. And it's a boring topic, and I don't mean to, start this whole podcast by talking about such a boring, dry, government laws type of conversation. But it directly affects where I'm going to take this channel, because to be honest with you guys, I have been spending a lot of time the last few weeks working on Lego, and I have been filming things for future Lego videos, and so I have a whole slew of content that I've planned on releasing, and now these changes have come around, and it's thrown a monkey wrench into my plans. But I've decided that I am still going to be doing the Lego videos. That will not stop. What will stop is it's going to be hard for you, my subscribers, to view them unless you go directly to my channel and see if I've uploaded any videos. You're not going to get any notifications that, hey, Mikey J Productions has done a new pirate ship video. You're not going to get that starting January 1st. You will get that for the rest of November and December, but after that, you will not get that, because I have to mark those as kid-friendly videos, and that's one of the stipulations, is you will not be alerted to me uploading them. So what I am going to do is I'm going to do this podcast as a way for me to basically let you guys all know that other things have been released and have come, other videos have been made, and as far as I know, I can link my other videos in this video, so I will be doing that, and I will be marking these podcasts as for adult, viewers, and I will be, showing video game footage and other things like that in the actual video, just to give you guys something to watch other than just a blank screen or even, staring at me or whatnot, because I definitely can't show my sig fig or anything like that. That's out of the question for these videos. And I also plan on doing the occasional videos into some of my other hobbies. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am a pretty big gamer, and I'm into arcade machines and classic arcades, as well as some of the newer stuff. So I will be doing some other, gaming type videos, because I can definitely say those will be directed more at adults. So, I will be doing those, which I was going to put those on the back burner, to be honest with you guys, and concentrate on Lego just fully for the next few months. But again, this law has kind of changed things there. So I will be having to do some of my arcade stuff and some of my movie stuff, and then this podcast. So you'll see 4 different kinds of videos on my channel. You'll see Lego videos, this podcast, arcade stuff, arcade/video game stuff, I should say, and then maybe the occasional movie related discussion. And that's just kind of where I have to go with it. But again, the comments are going to get turned off for all my Lego stuff come January 1st, as with all of us Lego YouTubers. If you haven't heard that now, all the comments are going to get turned off. So I'm going to be using this podcast as a way to communicate with you guys. And you can come here and you can see what I've done, and we can talk through these videos as a way to discuss maybe like the Lego stuff that I can't directly do on those videos. So that's kind of, my plan there. And another thing I will say is that after this video, this podcast, this initial one, I will not be using the word Lego or toy in this podcast whatsoever. I will be using brick, hence why it's to be called Brick or Brack Chat. Kind of being coy there with the word brick, and when we want to talk about the newest Lego set, I'll be saying the newest set from the Big L. Hope I'm trying to find a way around but still not break any laws, and so I think leaving things ambiguous like that is probably in my best interest, and yet you guys should still be able to know what I'm talking about. So again, after this video, in this podcast, it'll be forever known as the Big L and brick-based toys, or bricks. But in my actual Lego videos, I will be saying Lego and etc. Because again, those videos are going to be marked kid friendly, where this podcast is going to be not. Because yes, these changes will affect my channel financially. Even though I don't make a lot of money off of YouTube, I do make some, and this is going to have a little bit of a negative effect there, because whatever money I do make, it tends to go right back into my channel in some way, shape, or form, whether it is putting it towards parts for a mock that I've shown you, or actual buying a Lego set, or whether it has been like lighting equipment or camera equipment or recording equipment, etc. that the YouTube checks tend to come back into the channel. And so I am a little disappointed that this law is going to affect that stuff, and that's why I'm really hoping that you guys can help spread the word with from my channel with this podcast, because this podcast, along with my arcade and other type videos, are going to be the only way that I'm going to be able to get any revenue off of YouTube going forward. Which, you don't have to worry, I'm not going to starve or anything like that. But as I've said, it is a little disappointing. So if you guys can help support me, those other videos, more, I would really appreciate that, because over the last year, my top 10 pirate or top 10 castle Lego sets that I made, 3-4 years ago, that video has been carrying my channel and has basically been my means of income on this YouTube platform for the past year. Has been that one video that I made so many years ago, and it's going to be, the revenue stream is going to be cut off on it come January 1st. So I'm going to be relying on some of these other videos that typically don't perform all that well on my channel, which and I'm really trying to get back in the saddle here and really try to do, I'm hoping for 2 videos a week, with one being an actual Lego video and with another one being this podcast discussing the Lego video or some other random topics. Most of the time having to do with Lego of some sort. And then some of the other videos I'm going to sprinkle in here or there. But I'm going to shoot for a Lego video on Friday. This podcast to come out on either Monday or Tuesday. And then if I have another video that I'm going to try to get out, maybe I'll try to get that out midweek or somewhere along the lines. But that's my basic plan. And again, everything is subject to change, and I'm going to be watching these changes and see how it all plays out. But the one thing is for certain, I don't want to be the one they make an example of. It's not worth it to me. That's $42,000 is a devastating fine. So it's not worth it for me to be one of the rebels and try to stand up to them, which I know some people are. And if you're going to do that, more power to you. But I'm going to back down and let it all play out, and maybe everything will be fine. Maybe like YouTube kids will take off, and so my videos will get some traction there. So there we go. That is all I have to say on the inaugural episode of the Brack Chat Podcast. And thanks everybody for tuning in. And again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And know I'm here for you guys, and I'm not going anywhere. And if you want to reach me, these are the videos to reach me on going forward. Well, come January 2020. All right, everybody, have a good day, and God bless.